vibing on the way to the corner store. Lips glossed up, hips hitting the floor. Two boys in knockoff fits yelled, "Hey you, what even are you, mask or femme real too?" I smirked and said, "You pressed, babe, thought so." Playing tough when your boys don't know. You'd sleep better if you dropped that front. Now hush and watch me run this stunt. Hit the group chat, cue the sound. Spotlight hits, heels pound the ground. Cheers to the freaks, the loud and wild. From neon nights to the exiled child. I'm fluid heat, breaking every beat. I'm the glitch in your dream. I'm fire hot like neon. Don't ask what I am, just turn the beat on. Lace and chrome, gloss and thread. Bitch, I slay harder than your internet. Wouldn't dim, I was born to stun. Not your label, just your fun. Walk like sin in a thrifted pearl. Glitch and glam in a gender swirl. Hair up high, lashes low. He bit his lip, now he won't let go. Mask when I flex, femme when I pout. Make him sweat, then peace right out. She mad, I took her man's attention. I am the moment, the main dimension. FEMMEBOY, body a remix, voice of a god. What's in my pants? VIP, say my name, get down on me. Back up, baby, you're in my life. This highlighter costs your rent tonight. Wink so sharp, my shadow stings. I don't slay, I end whole things. I'm the vision, no disguise. Gender fuck with bedroom eyes. Straight from the Sims, I hit the scene. Do not adjust your TV screen. Heels or kicks, still make them sweat. Every look, a death threat. Wouldn't switch, I like me best. Now scream my name with full respect. Between these thighs, a riot and a revelation. Kiss the gloss and try not to die. Across the gym, you were hers, but I leaned in. Watched you like a film I'd never be in. Fake friends, loud halls, whispered sin. Lust grew teeth, started to burn. You didn't see me, but I still yearned. 5 detentions, late night lies. Stayed behind just to feel alive. I was loud, out, learning to stand. Didn't plan to want your hand. Then it started, skin to skin. Netflix, low breath pulling in. We kissed in the dark, curtains drawn. Your hands on mine like nothing was wrong. Your dad walked in, pills on his breath. Caught us mid-moment, scared half to death. Sucked him in, then carried on. I wiped the floor, my shirt was gone. Thought I tasted something true, but you walked away like I was used. It wasn't deep, you laughed it off like I should grin through every loss. You cracked me, tossed me in your past while holding his hand just like that. 2 weeks later you chose him. Built your castle, left me dim. Watched it bloom while I stayed still, pretending this didn't kill. He called me crying, said he'd had enough. You and her were still calling it love. Moved in, played house through your storm while he fell apart and I kept warm. He kissed me once, then pulled away. Your shadow stayed anyway. 3 months in a hollow room. No one asked if I'd resume. I left half me, you didn't blink. You watched me vanish from the sink. said your name like it still prayed. We kissed in your truck, windows cracked, radio low, your hand on my back. Thought this time I could stay, that you might mean it past the day. But after headlights fade and go, you disappear, I get the afterglow. Your friends smiled like they knew. You held me close like I belonged to you. We didn't go all the way that night. I knew you'd vanish with the light. 'Cause every door I let swing wide goes cold before I step inside. Still gave you all I had, curled in your arms like it wasn't bad. You kissed me soft like it could stay. I prayed to gods I threw away. But after the warmth and after the touch, you left again. No warning, no hush. You're still here, but you're not there. I text the silence, fake you care. Replaying lies I wanna feel, 'cause truth cuts sharper when it's real. You held me like home, like something true, but I'm still stuck in the wreckage I always knew. I was born where the stars never linger, in a tower of bone with no one to blame. No letters came, no dreams stayed long. I danced with ghosts who forgot my name. They called me cursed, said devils deceive, but I wore that flame like a second skin. 19 fingers on the third nose of Christ. Don't ask, that's where the madness begins. They said you'll die in this mirror-made hell. I said, right, it's me. Then came a shimmer, a shift in the air. Not magic, not fate, but someone who cared. Then you, elf, walked out of the fire with a grin full of storms and a soul full of ire. You said, let us be mad, let us be hateful. And I said, this is shocking, I'm shocked this is fateful. Now we fight side by side, two disasters divine, both cracked in the same way, both towing the line. From look, it's Glinda, to you can count Shelby, Shelby. I pretty much let her know, no gods could compel me. We brewed tea with riddles, spilled secrets in sand, asked what's the leaves mean, like we'd understand. You were ice and blossom, fury and spring, and I was the devil who learned how to sing. We ruined a rally, stole back the dark, laughed through the curses, left blood like a mark. And every near death, every bone breaking fall, we riffed through it all. You elf, my mirror, my mess, my kin, a twin flame lit from chaos within. Through God's being petty and fate's sickened schemes, we held the line with nothing but dreams. From Judas to right again. You weren't just a friend, you were family then. And I, the devil, no longer unnamed, found someone whose fire burned just the same. They said I was nothing, a monster, a freak, that devil should kneel or die soft and meek. But then came a laugh, a leaf, a light, and I knew I was wrong. You made me wanna fight. We, the broken, rewrote the scroll, carved our bond into fate's black souls. Will this ends in ruin if one must fall? No, I found you, F, and that was all. Let the world burn, let the gods try to bend us. We'll sing with our scars. Cynthia or evil can defend us. For madness, for tea, for trauma, for glee. You're not just my friend, you're the other half of me. Right, it's me and you always. Let's talk about touch, hot breath, gold rush. Two boys in designer sin, both grinning like they let me in. Velvet lips and champagne lies, one talks slick, the other sighs. I came dressed in chaos, babe, now taste what rules will misbehave. Glass on the floor, shiver at the core. One's got hands like worship, the other's begging for more. I don't knock, I don't wait, if I'm in I detonate. Say the code, I'll break the seal. Let's blur the line, make it real. Let's talk about us, let's talk about this. Sex, sweat and trust, flick of the wrist. Two kings in the cut, and I got that twist. Velvet grip, diamond drip. Fuck you think this is? You kiss like you got no past. He stares like a car crash. One slow burn, one white flash. Now I'm stuck inside your match. You pull me in like prophecy. He moans like he's singing me. I'm the glitch in your routine. Add me in, let's make a scene. Snow on the rug, pulse in the plug. I taste like trouble, you feel like drug. No friends tonight, just fate. Let me decorate your slate. Tell me what you really crave. You're the storm, I'm the wave. Let's talk about us, let's talk about this. Sex, money and trust, flick of the wrist. White gloves and slip, mouth like a hit. You both shine, but I insist. Fuck you think this is? Don't play polite, don't ask permission. I'm the tension in your rhythm, one behind, one ahead. Let's make our religion out of this bed. Let's talk about us, oh, let's talk about this. Bodies like temples, tongues like gifts. You give us that, we all commit. Two gods and I'm misfit. Fuck you think this is? Who needs friends anyway? You, him, me, decay. Snow on the floor, hearts in disarray. This ain't love, babe, this is play. It's not a crush, it's not a phase. It's how I fold into wallpaper when they laugh without me. Two hearts curled up on the living room floor, and mine just behind the half-closed door. He laughed with wine on his lips. The other kissed it off with fingertips. They held each other like the world would split without it. A rhythm I know, but never inhabit. And I smiled like it didn't burn to be the one no hand reaches for in return. I shape-shift daily just to survive, but they only love in straight lines. Too soft to be a brother, too rough to be a girl. I'm always halfway, never their world. Like they were made with the same breath, while I watch, holding mine to feel less. And I know they don't owe me anything, but I still hope like I'm owed everything. If I could be yours too, not instead just near. If there was a kind of love where I could appear, where my name isn't spoken like a sin in my sister's Sunday best, where my body isn't trial or test, just enough, just blessed. If I could be yours too. I've folded myself into soft apologies, just to be welcome near the heat. He said, you're brave, like I should be proud, but I'm just tired of hiding loud. And I'd never asked them to split in two, but God, I wish they'd open enough for me too. I don't wanna steal or take apart, just to be wanted with a whole heart. I'd carry silence if they let me stay, be the breath they share when they fall asleep each day. If I make them laugh, if I make them safe, why does it still feel like I'm out of place? And I know they don't owe me anything, but I keep bleeding like love owes me something. If I could be yours too, not an echo, not erased. If there was space in their arms where I could be safe, where I'm not a question or a face to outgrow, but someone they turn to without needing to know. If I could be yours too, if I could be yours too, I wouldn't ask to be their son, just the quiet warmth when the day is done. If they looked at me and only knew that I think I like them too. It's not a crush, it's not a phase, it's how I fold into wallpaper when they laugh without me. Two hearts curled up on the living room floor, and mine just behind the half-closed door. He laughed with wine on his lips, the other kissed it off with fingertips. They held each other like the world would split without it. A rhythm I know, but never inhabit. And I smiled like it didn't burn, to be the one no hand reaches for in return. I shapeshift daily just to survive, but they only love in straight lines. Too soft to be a brother, too rough to be a girl. I'm always halfway, never their world, like they were made with the same breath, while I watch, holding mine to feel less. And I know they don't owe me anything, but I still hope like I'm owed everything. If I could be yours too, not instead, just near. If there was a kind of love where I could appear, where my name isn't spoken, like a sin in my sister's Sunday best, where my body isn't trial or test, just enough, just blessed. If I could be yours too. I've folded myself into soft apologies, just to be welcome near the heat. He said, you're brave, like I should be proud, but I'm just tired of hiding loud. And I'd never ask them to split in two, but God, I wish they'd open enough for me too. I don't wanna steal or take apart, just to be wanted with a whole heart. I'd carry silence if they let me stay, be the breath they share when they fall asleep each day. If I make them laugh, if I make them safe, why does it still feel like I'm out of place? And I know they don't owe me anything,
but I keep bleeding like love owes me something. If I could be yours too, not an echo, not erased. If there was space in their arms where I could be safe, where I'm not a question or a phase to outgrow, but someone they turn to without needing to know. If I could be yours too.
It wasn't the son he pictured, wasn't the girl she prayed I'd be. I lived in the cracks of their silence, a secret stitched in between. Too soft to fight their battles, too rough to play it sweet. I moved like a riddle they couldn't explain, so they taught me to make believe. Freak show, heartbreak, Saint and sin. I've been the storm they buried within. Marble mask, myth they made. I'm the line between the roles they played. Touch me and see if you still feel clean. There's a map in my scars that you've never seen. You don't wake up afraid of your own reflection. You've never worn beauty as a form of protection. My eyes have turned red from the warning signs. Asked for kindness, got battle lines. Told me to fold about a smile, then called it love all the while. Said you lift me, said you try, but your saving was just learning how to lie. Held the needle, said don't move, then blamed me for the wound. I'm sorry, always me. Your silence comes so easily. Every day I play your roles, the nurse, the wife, the halfway ghost. You saw a mirror, I saw a cage, and danced in chains to soothe your rage. I whispered your name in the smoke, threaded my knee through the bones I broke. To want, to ache, to thirst, to burn. Even death looked back, said, wait your turn. I drew a circle on the floor. You stepped inside, then asked for more. Call me slur or call me flame, I still answer to my name. Touch me again and I flood this room. Write my story in ink and ruin. You don't beg joy like it's about to break, but I've held love like a ticking snake. I'm not your daughter, I'm not your son. I'm the voice that rose when your silence was done.
Sometimes I lie in bed and wish I knew how it feels to be you, to carry everyone's crap and still show up like nothing got through. You've got this light in you, like none of it ever touched you. But I know what it cost. You've walked through fire too. You said most of my friends are awful, and my chest just kinda cracked. Why didn't you say it sooner? I would have had your back. You always make yourself smaller, just so they don't feel bad. But they never even saw you, not really, and that's just
second chances to people who don't even try. You still think they'll get better, and honestly, that's why. You're not too much, you're not too weird. You're just someone who feels things clear. They looked at you and saw a mess, but I see someone who gives their best. You break and bend and never snap. You hold the love they always lack. And this is what I mean when I say best friend. Friendship isn't guilt or fear. It's drag race nights and trash talk in your ear. It's Roblox at midnight, scream and dive. It's spicy furry games just to feel alive. It's dressing to impress in a pixel crowd. Hot buff monsters making us scream out loud. It's you picking up every single call, even when you've got nothing left at all. It's how you stay real when the world plays fake. It's how you carry love they don't know how to take. You are not what they did to you. You're not the weird kid they never knew. You're soft, yeah, but you're strong as hell. You care so much and it's not for sale. You're not too much, you're just too good for people who never understood. You're the one who always stays, even when you've been burned for days. You're stitched from rage and kindness too, and none of them deserved you. And this is what I mean when I say best friend. Fine, fold the night, shut your mouth. Call it ash, call it drought, but I trace the clock hands, dusk to dawn. Your voice breaks, your armor's gone. 12 slow hours, kitchen prayers, hands on glass, trembling stares. Drinks untouched, secrets spill. You blaze like fire, sharp and still. Open wide, a raw cuts truth. Landlord knocks, ends are youth. I'm no trial, no ghost you chase, no drunken myth or hollow face. Just want the word, spit and rough. Hear you call me, baby, enough. I've kissed 100 boys in flames, scarred their names in whispered claims. Told myself it's just the night, but you're the ache that won't take flight. Good luck, boy. Burn the stars just to cool this fire. Good luck, boy. Tear your heart to keep desire. Pin me tight, breath like storms, heartbeat stalled in shadowed forms. Niece in sight, so you freeze, but your hands know their own disease. Gay tendencies laugh like a sin, but I see the quake beneath your skin. Gen X armor, crucifix tight, softness buried out of sight. Maybe I should let you rot in Sunday shame, a twisted knot. I want someone who knows the truth, not your lies, you're fading. I've kissed 100 ghosts at bars, none hold the weight of your scars. Don't text me poems you won't say, you're the bruise I bleed away. Good luck, boy. Drown the moon just to find some peace. Good luck, boy. Tear the goddess just for release. If I could how to her mother clawed and milked from earth. Bloodied altar, bleeding feet, drag your fear through flame and heat. You don't want her, but that's why you split me apart. I caught your eyes through smoky haze, pretending I'm some trick to chase. Born from fire but playing cold. You think restraint makes you whole, and I told you, yes I told you. Hide behind your widow's veil, choke on love that's dead and pale, but it's still you and me, raw and red beneath the sea. Good luck, boy. You'd have to break the world to break this bond. Good luck, boy. Rip your soul to make it gone. You're so hot, it's tearing my veins. Can't deal, can't breathe. If I only could, I'd bind you finally, set me free. I've been hearing whispers lately. They sound like footsteps down the hall. I used to think the world was quiet, but now I know it's just too small. You should have been my other half, the one I'd never have to ask. They had each other hand in hand. You were meant to be mine, but you passed. I see you in the space between the life I have and what we missed. I should have held your hand for real, not just in dreams like this. I just wanna run through grass that kissed our knees, build a fort and name it after you and me. You'd steal my crayons, cry when you're mad, and we make up fast like little kids can. You were 5 and I was barely forming. Now I'm 23 and still don't know. You're the breath in my paper plane, the laugh I never got to hold. I would hold you close and not let go. Sometimes I try to picture you. Would you wear glitter on your eyes? Would you have told me it's okay not to feel like girl or guy? I had to learn the hard way, and it hurt to do alone. They called me strange, you might have stayed, might have been the place I called home. And the stars hum soft and crooked, like lullabies I never knew. You didn't stay, but you're still here, and I still talk to you every day. I just wanna pass you notes in class, laugh at nothing, let the bad days pass. You'd braid your hair, I'd dye mine blue. We'd fight and cry, but tell the truth. You were 5 and I was barely breathing. Now I'm 23 and feel so small. You're the ache in my empty chair, the voice I wait to call. We would hold each other and not let go. I still feel you when the wind leans low. Even if I never reach you, please don't let go. I just wanna drunk text you at 2 a.m. Cry, laugh, cause the world's a mess again. You know the parts I've learned to hide, the soft and scared I keep inside. You were 5 and I'm still reaching, gripping memories that never grew old.
If you could look inside my glow, you'd see a body trembling, shaking under a weight no one sees. Not stars, not stone, just fragile threads tangled in quiet. I wasn't made, I was born off-center, too soft for battles, too sharp to stay silent. Not quite gem, not quite anything. They told me to stand tall, to be still, to shine, but I cracked trying to hold my own light. They loved her, not the empty space she left behind. And I'm just a shadow, the part they couldn't understand. Who am I if I'm not your shield, not your soldier or your sword? I was never just a name to erase. If I'm built to break, then I'll find a way to hold myself together anyway. They said gems obey, serve without question. But what am I when I'm never allowed to be myself? I watched them shape a story that wasn't mine. Pink light broken, a sky slipping away. She fought for life, but left me here with half a name and all this fear. They see her when they look at me, but I was never the person they wanted. They said don't flinch, be brave, be still, but their silence cut deeper than any sword. You ask for peace, but I built this grief alive. Who am I when I'm not your voice, not your legacy or your memory? You want her back, but I'm not her ghost. If I'm built to break, then I'll break free from every mold you made. I bleed colors no one names. You call it glitch, but it's a flame.